North Dakota will soon be home to a relatively new technology to help cut carbon emissions. KX News reporter Robert Suhr went to Richardson and has this story.
I'm here in Richardson at Red Trail Energy's ethanol processing plant, where the tube next to me discharges 180,000 tons of carbon dioxide into the air every year. But soon that will be changing.
This is a project where, once again, North Dakota is leading the way forward in energy development.
185,000 gallons of ethanol are produced each day here at Red Trail Energy's Richardson plant. And producing all that ethanol creates a lot of carbon dioxide. But now company officials are aiming to reduce their carbon footprint with a new carbon capture process. CEO Gerald Bachmeyer tells me they will take the CO2, convert it into a liquid, and pump it into the ground rather than the air. He says getting the permit for that was no easy task.
The Class 6 permit that you need for an injection well within the state is very stringent. Our Class 6 well permit is actually more stringent than EPA's in some aspects. So from a safety perspective, that there will all be ruled out.
He says there's plenty of room underground for that carbon. They'll be injecting 180,000 tons of liquid CO2 each year into an area that can support 30 billion tons of the liquid.
We're targeting the Broom Creek field, which is approximately roughly around 6,300 feet below the surface. So far, it looks very promising.
Senator John Hoeven has worked with Red Trail over the past few years, creating regulatory framework for carbon capture. He says the development will mean cheaper ethanol for farmers and, of course, fewer emissions. And Stark County Commissioner Dean Franchuk agrees. This is good news for Richardson and his county.
Kind of puts our name on the map, they puts interest, probably even, draw some other corporations into this area if, things like that are happening. I know there's some other progressive economic development companies that have started in that Richardson area too that we have dealt with, and I would think that the word would get out and it'd probably bring more, people interested in this area.
The company adds the new carbon capture system will allow them to sell to states with low carbon fuel standards like California. Reporting for KX News in Richardson, I'm Robert Suhr.
And if all goes according to plan, Red Trail hopes to have the new system operational by the fall of next year.